Hello everyone. Why is the caste system prevalent in India at present? Though centuries have passed, this caste ideology is present in people's mind. There are approximately 3,000 castes and 25,000 subcastes in India, each related to a specific occupation. In this video, we are going to see the history and the spread of casteism in India, how untouchability is practiced in India, and what are the ways to resolve the caste system from an expert point of view. Firstly, let's see how caste originated in India. The word caste derived from the Spanish and Portuguese word casta, meaning race, lineage, tribe, or breed. Portuguese employed the casta in the modern sense when they applied it to hereditary people. Indian social groups called it jadi in India. Jadi originates from root word jana, which denotes as taking birth. Thus, caste system is concerned with taking birth. The word varna is used in Vedic literature in ancient times. The varna meaning type, order, color, or class. The varna is mentioned in Rig Veda. In ancient times, particularly at the Indus Valley civilization from 3300 BC to 1300 BC, the caste system did not prevail, and the practice of untouchability does not exist in those periods. The caste system evolved from 1000 BC to 600 BC. The Indo-Aryan migration takes place from 1800 to 1500 BC. Foreigners from the north are believed to have migrated to India and settled in the Indus Valley and Ganges Plain from 1800 to 1500 BC. The most prominent of these groups spoke Indo-European languages and were called Aryans or noble people in the Sanskrit language. These Indo-Aryans were a branch of Indo-Iranians who originated in present-day northern Afghanistan. By 1500 BC, the Indo-Aryans had created small herdings and agriculture communities across northern India. The Manusmriti, also known as the Laws of Manu, is one of the many legal texts and constitutions among the many Dharmasastras of Hinduism. The ancient version of the text has been subdivided into 12 adhyayas, which is called as chapters, but the original text had no such divisions. The text covers different topics such as creation of world, source of dharma, the dharma of four classes, law of karma, rebirth, and final liberation. Here we are going to see the dharma of four varnas. It is believed that Brahmins came from the mouth of Brahma, so they are priests and teachers, and they are superior. And the next is Kshatriyas. They were warriors and rulers. They came from the chest and the belly of Brahma. The next class is Vaishyas. They are farmers, traders, and merchants. They came from the thighs of Brahma. The next class is Shudras. They are laborers. They came from the legs of Brahma. And the last class is Dalits. They were known as outcasts. They are street sweepers and latrine cleaners. So these are the structures of society mentioned in Manusmriti. The victims of this caste-based society structure were women. Many women were affected by this structure. Due to the patriarchal society, there is a practice that if a community has 100 men and 100 women, they will get married to each other and they each form a family. If one of the husband dies before his wife will remain without a husband. So the count will be 99 men and 100 women. This one woman has many chances to remarry with other men, and this will affect the society and the family. So practice of sati was introduced. If a husband dies before his wife has to jump into the fire of her husband's body, or she will be treated as widow. She has to wear a white dress and bald her head. So no men will like her. She cannot marry anyone. She will be in a widow status. If a wife dies before her husband, he will not be killed, because man is treated as very precious because he is the superior and warrior. So he will protect the whole society. So child marriage came into practice. If the girl attains the puberty stage or before that, she will get married to an older man, or brahmacharya practice will be followed by the man. So he will never get married to another woman. Firstly, this practice was followed by higher class society. Later, it spread to many other societies. In 1829, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, along with Governor General of India, Lord William Bentinck, abolished the practice of sati in India. The Child Marriage Act of 1929 abolished the child marriage practice in India. During the 5th and 6th century BC, the religions such as Jainism and Buddhism emerges in India. They share many similarities such as focus on non-violence, ethical behavior, and spiritual purity, but they also have some distinct differences. However, Buddhism notably rejects fundamental Hindu doctrines such as Atman, which is a substantial self or soul, Brahman, which is a universal eternal source of everything, and the existence of the creator of God Ishvara. Instead, Buddhism teaches not self, which is anatman, and dependent arising as a fundamental metaphysical theories. So doctrinal clash happens between Brahmins and Buddhists. So Brahmin society separated the Buddhists as untouchables, and they were put into the categories as Dalits. This is taken according to the 1916 Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's theory of national dividend of India in Anthropology Conference, Columbia. He states that castes are originated from the marriages. People just separate themselves and they are involved in matrimonial alliances. This resulted in the caste system became more prevalent in the society. Firstly, the Brahmin class, they are mostly priests. They are superior, and they made a rule that they were the only priest class and they were the people who should chant mantras and slogans and should do priest work. And no other communities were allowed to do the priest work. Later, this principle was followed by all the classes, and no person from the other class practiced their occupation. Even Bhagavad Gita says that if a person abides by one set of work, even if he has any interest in doing the work of others, they should not do that. This practice was followed by centuries in the Indian society. Though many rulers came and ruled the nation, this caste-based society remains unchanged. The untouchability has spread across the nation for centuries. After India got its independence from British in 1947, the constitution was prepared by the drafting committee. The chairman of the drafting committee is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. He made a few reforms in caste system and the rights of depressed class in the constitution, and the reservation of each caste was implemented after the government came into the power in 1951. Many social reformers came to India and they made reforms in the caste system and the abolition of untouchability that is prevalent in Indian society. Many social reformers like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Jyotiba Phule, Swami Vivekananda and other social reformers tried to reform the caste system in India by promoting education among the Shudras and Dalit communities. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of the Indian Constitution, also tried to bring the socially and economically weaker section of the society to par with the other privileged section of the society by spreading education and awareness among them. He also burned Manusmriti in one of the public meetings in 1927. E.V. Ramaswamy Periyar in South India, Tamil Nadu, who made a huge protest against caste system. He founded the self-respect movements, and many Dalits were entered into the temple. He followed anti-Brahmanism, anti-Hinduism and self-respect marriages, where the marriages conducted inside the temple without the priest, and women of the self-respect movement, where women's right over the physical, sexual and reproductive choices were celebrated. Many experts tell their opinion that intercaste marriage is the only solution to evade the caste system in the society. Particularly, the matrimonial alliances should be between the upper caste and the lower caste. This may lead to the casteless society in the future generation. This has many challenges. Honor killing is practiced more in India. Proper education given to the people and awareness about the caste discrimination can lead to the casteless society in the future. In closing, India's caste system is still a big part of society today. It's been around for a long time and affects many aspects of life. While there have been some positive changes in recent years, like more fairness and inclusion, there are still big problems to solve. Discrimination and inequalities are still major issues. So truly understand and address the caste system, we need to learn about its history and how it affects people today. By working together and making fairer rules, we can build a better future where everyone is treated equally, no matter their background. Share your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Share this video to your friends and family. Remember to subscribe to our channel Social Supply. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video. Bye.